Every
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the DeezQuibs podcast. This is our 37th episode, and I'm Gino.
Ryan.
Omar.
Oh,
Yes.
what the fuck? And we are back. So
Yes.
before we
Yes.
start, how have you guys been?
Oh, work in school. That's about it. Right,
Nice.
dealer?
Oh, no, not the cat.
Yo, Brian, is that a fat pussy behind
Yo, yo,
No,
yo. Yo,
for audio listeners, he's reaching for his giant cat who's really obese.
Yo,
My
you?
God.
God damn. For the audio listeners, you guys are lucky. For the YouTube watchers,
You're unlucky.
damn, dude, that's a fat ass pussy.
tell him, Dior. Tell him
Got a
what's up.
fap. Got a fap.
Bro, Ryan, what are you feeding them?
Yeah. What are you feeding the cat?
Dude, yeah, that cat looked like it's about to explode, bruh. Dude, let's say the cat from the Puss in Boots.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Which Shrek was it? Was it Shrek 4 where he was fat?
What is that behind you, Dino? What is that?
Ooh, I got a gray wolf behind me.
Oh, no.
She doesn't want to stand. Yep, she doesn't want to
Audio
stand.
listeners. Oh, never mind. Audio listeners. He was reaching for his dog, and then his dog went no.
Okay, I'll show this for the YouTube viewers.
Audio
I got a
listeners, it is a wolf. Well, I'm capping. It's a Siberian Husky.
It's the Siberian Husky.
She's just watching the door. She's waiting for me to move. Damn. So how have you been, Omar?
I mean, I saw you last week, so I've been about the same.
Little mountain.
Yeah, you saw me. What about the viewers? They haven't seen you.
I was on last week with Matt Goose.
I was not on. I was at work when they did.
He was the only one that.
Oh, damn. Now this podcast just got ox. Okay, moving on. So today, or was it today? The NBA released the All-Star
lineup.
rosters. Yeah, the reserves in the lineup. So, do you guys think all the right players got in?
It's interesting. I'm not gonna lie. It's interesting.
I don't really watch it, so yeah.
No, I'm glad you mentioned that, Omar. I think before we even start talking about the NBA, I think this is like the first year in my life that I haven't actually
Watch too much of it.
because back before when I was, it doesn't even have to do with school, but my routine always when I come home from school, the game's first thing I put on and I just watch. And ever since, probably since the bubble, I think after the bubble, this season it's just been. I either tune in for highlights when I get the chance to, but I've never just sat down and watched a game like how I've been doing my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I've been watching other sports besides basketball. I don't I've been watching hockey and I've been watching NASCAR. And
you think the having an audience really does it shows it does play a big role, huh?
it could be that. It also could be the sport itself. I mean, I don't. It's not like the NFL where higher scores mean higher ratings. I think when people look at the high scores, they're like, well, are they even playing? Like, it's not competitive. There's no competition.
That's true. Also, I think honestly, I feel like having an audience does play a big role because I know for games down the stretch, you can hear when they're chanting loud when the building's going crazy.
The energy's just gone though.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, there's an energy. There's an energy in the building. And
What do
then,
you mean, you don't like that audio filled from the cameras? You don't like that?
Yeah, because they're using use 2K audio for their audience, and it's kind of cursed. Everyone knows they skip the interviews in 2K. So.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, we're at very interesting times for we've never seen this before, but I think the fact that I'm not so invested in the NBA, I think just shows that for me personally, and probably for a lot of people, I think you need that that energy.
It's also hard to watch the game. I don't even know there's no local channel you can watch.
There really isn't anymore. It's kind of annoying because my family got rid of their cable last year, so I haven't really been able to watch anything. I mean, if I were to watch it, I have to go on some stream website.
The only times you could watch it is Ryan stream it, or that every few often they have it on ABC, but they don't really have it on any other channel.
Yeah,
just the national broadcast. Luckily for us, since we live in San Diego, we have the Laker channel, the Sport Access Sportsnet.
Oh, I don't have that anymore.
Local?
I got rid of that.
Damn. Well, that's just
I think that's more toward Cox. I don't know about like everyone else still like Direct TV and such. So
damn. So you're saying you don't like Cox?
well, Cox in Arizona sucks. I'm telling you that right now. No
So
There's
your
header.
Co-
kid. Okay, my bad.
there's the Cox cable in Arizona. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Cox internet here though, it's pretty ass. There are times when it's like it just goes out like out of nowhere. That happened to me when I was doing an assignment and it was doing like 15 minutes. So I had to bust up my hotspot real quick and then I was having issues connecting to my computer. So
Do you think
luckily I connected within like the last like 3 minutes. I was able to turn in like
Hmm.
barely.
Trying to
But
think, maybe it's location wise because like Arizona is pretty like
yeah, I will
deserted.
say like certain networks or internet areas, I should say, like work better in certain areas. So like if you're AT&T and you're in Arizona, it's fucking awful. But however, if you're AT&T and you're in San Diego, it works like really good. So
So you're saying to not go with Cox.
well, don't
Cable.
well go with Cox for internet, but then like don't go with AT&T for internet because AT&T sucks. Everyone knows that.
So when you need to look at the time, you look at the clocks.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
You know what? You know who else looks at the clock and who else waits for the hat to fall down?
Who?
Bobby Shmurda.
Oh,
He got
Oh,
released today. He got released
yeah.
today.
You think he's gonna pick up in 2015
I hope
and
so.
still make hits?
Yeah, I hope. Hopefully, we see Bobby Bitch 2.0. You know.
I saw the RDC World sketch
Yes,
he released
I saw
today.
that. Dude, oh my god.
That's really I was I
Dude,
was laughing.
you know what's interesting? I wonder how what Bobby Shmurda's perspective is because think about it. Remember been in prison since 2015.
Like 6.
Yeah. So what's his perception of the outside world from the time
Wait,
before he was locked up to now?
I got a question. Do you think prison's like how do you think prison really goes? Like, do you think you're just locked and you don't know anything what's happening
Like,
in the outside
No,
world?
I work in a few. It's you do a routine every day. So the closest thing you have to the outside world is just people who come to visit you and talk to you.
So they still tell them, or they
Well,
have TV.
he doesn't have social media. He doesn't.
Dude,
But
I've
that's
seen
just
people on YouTube with like on jail like with video on the
I've
phone.
seen TikToks of like in jail too, dude. It's
Yeah,
comedy.
they're up to date.
what kind of
They're-
fucking jail is that? Not the jails that I've been at.
Yeah.
Which jail they give prisoners TikTok? That's new. That's news to me.
Well, I've seen him. I've seen him on TikTok.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I've seen videos like
Yeah.
how to do this, like how to make your like certain food with jail food, and
Yeah, it's interesting.
Dude, I think that has to. Well, my perspective comes from just what I've seen and what the jails that how they handle it here in San Diego is they just have a routine all the time. So the fact that you guys said there's TikToks where prisoners have that's news to me, and I'm surprised they even get phones because in our jails you're not allowed any type of potential quote unquote potential weapon. So they're not obviously here. They're not allowed to have phones.
you know how to sneak it, right?
Yeah,
They shove it up their ass.
yeah, it's a prisoner wallet.
So you're telling me they're willing to sneak in phones to post on TikTok.
To
Damn,
communicate
that's
with
a-
others on the outside, yes.
Yeah,
Damn, that's just.
Hey man, desperate time. When you're in there, you
Well,
gotta,
I'm not doubting it. It's just news to me.
here, commit a crime real quick, and you'll find out.
I'm like, oh, you can sneak it in. Damn. I guess while we're in the topic of music, what do you guys think about Daft Punk splitting it up after 28 years?
it's crazy. I can't
And
believe
the weekend did say he felt it coming. So he did. So he kind of knew in a way.
Someone said God traded Bobby Shmurda or Daft Punk for Bobby Shmurda.
Dude, they also said after they split up, Pharrell said he wasn't feeling lucky.
What like? Do you guys know why they split up? Or
I have no idea why. I just heard like just call it quits for whatever reason.
I need to look more into it, but the article I read was just what they put on Snapchat, like those news articles on the bottom. They just said I think because they've been together 28 years, so I think it's just they can moving on type of thing. Like they done everything they want to do,
so they're not making music anymore, or
Yeah, I guess they're done.
for right now they're done. So who knows?
so they're more retired.
In a way, yeah.
Retired, yeah.
Well, it's impressive. They made hits in every like every decade.
Yeah.
Either
Hmm.
late the
Oh,
late
wait,
90s.
2020s is a decade. That's
Yeah.
how old I am. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, because like, oh, I swear, every decade he has had like a banger, like definite hits. Even like, was it which album was it again? Like in the early 2000s, where it's like they had like an anime like thing going on. I'm
Was it
talking
Around
about.
the World?
I think that was it.
A
Yeah.
single called Around the World. Yeah,
Yeah.
they made some big time collabs with Kanye. That's like a really big one, and Pharrell, The Weeknd.
And if you play 2K13 or 2K14, you should know about Around the World.
Yeah, they're very known in the music business.
You know, they're very iconic. Yeah, those helmets alone are just iconic. Period.
Yeah,
Some
they're
dude on
marshmallow.
Facebook, dude, some dude
They're
on
marshmallow.
Facebook put like the Mandalorian and Boba Fett together and said Daft Punk is calling it quits.
Yeah. I mean, they're not wrong. It's iconic helmets, man.
I mean, yeah, those helmets are really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the OG marshmallow before
Yeah,
marshmallow.
like that, people like I agree with it too. Like they're one of the pioneers for like EDM, I would say. Like
Yeah,
or techno
they're the
house.
OG. They're the techno people.
Yeah, it's crazy though, the amount of people like they collab with, like Kanye, like a lot of people. Pharrell, like fucking dude, it's crazy. Big ass roster of people, I would say.
Damn, now just like that, they gone.
Yeah,
Gone.
that's big
They're never
sad.
coming back.
Yeah.
They gone.
Uh,
moment of silence.
yeah, but you know, it's
He just ruined the
2020.
moment of silence.
Oh, sorry.
He said
That's
moment of
yeah,
silence.
That's
they
an
are.
I'm sorry.
Rip to Daft Punk. He's like, dude, you know they're not dying, right? They just broke up. Oh, my bad.
Oh wait, speaking of other things ending too, there's this one meme page that for our school, Rage State memes or Rage State SDSU. Dude, the owner of the account called it quits yesterday too.
Damn.
I don't. What?
So he's the guy that posts a bunch of memes about like,
So you called it quits posting stuff? Who cares?
yeah, but like his content was pretty dang because he roasted the fuck out of our president and like everyone else in the school.
I think it was a good like SDSU like the SDSU kids can relate to it.
I mean, we still have the koala. What are you,
Yeah,
what are you guys crying about? What the fuck?
Is the koala on Instagram?
I haven't seen
Yeah,
any,
he
like,
should
any
be.
updates from the koala actually.
I think they still online.
That's one
They're
of the
mainly
things,
on Twitter, I think.
Oh, okay, that's on Twitter. Okay.
dude, that's one of the things I miss being on campus, just getting the news.
Getting the koala is probably the funniest shit you could ever read. Because I remember one time, like during one of my lectures, I would honestly just read instead of like watching the actual class sometimes.
Yeah, for the listeners who, if you don't know what we're talking about, at our college, SCSU,
It's like
They,
a satirical newspaper or satire.
It's like it's like basically the Onion, a more troll, more savage Onion.
And then pretty much the back page is just a bunch of horny freshmen, and that's about it.
Basically, think of it to simplify. It's just a troll newspaper, like not to be taken seriously.
Yeah, and they all like fantasize about this one communications professor, or God, I should say.
Who?
You should tell him, Dino. Tell him.
Oh, so for people who have taken communications 103, it's the professor, the GOAT, Michael Rapp.
Or what they like. Everyone else likes to call him Master Rap or like Pappy Rap or like Daddy Rap. So.
Yeah, there's a subsection in the koala that's dedicated to like people fantasizing about it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Not gonna.
Like, so someone said they want to make out with him in the back of Aztec lanes.
Yeah.
Someone said they want to bend him over in GMCS and fuck him in the ass.
Oh, what the fuck?
There's a whole section. There's a whole section.
Do you think Does Rap know? Does the first?
I wonder if I feel like he knows.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. That shit would be hilarious.
That's funny.
I wonder who. There's a lucky class that he probably mentioned it. And they're laughing.
That's funny.
God damn.
He's also like the highest rated professor on Rate My Professor at our school too.
Mm-hmm. I think what's cool about Com 103 is that's a class that everyone has to take. So I think that's pretty cool how, in a way, people who like have started as a freshman at SDSU, they probably experienced them. Obviously, some people probably take the other professor But I think majority of the people like you had to go through rap if you're an SDSU student.
What was that noise? You hear it vibrate?
Someone farted. Ryan, was that you? Oh, we can smell that shit from here, Ryan.
Oh man.
Oh,
God damn.
chill,
I think
chill.
that was the cat farting. God damn.
He's sleeping.
Yeah, all right, guys. I hate to switch gears to something more somber, but
Tiger Woods?
okay, I guess we're talking about Tiger Woods.
That is somber. He got fucking
No,
in a
no,
car
no,
accident.
I'm not saying it's not, but I was gonna say something else. But
Oh,
you know, but while you mentioned that, yeah, today Tiger Woods got into a car accident.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
He's in.
Damn, dude. Fuck.
According to the ESPN article on once again on Snapchat, they said he's in emergency surgery.
I think he probably retires. You know, he had I think back surgery earlier. Or
Yeah,
he was still recovering from that,
mm-hmm.
and he had hip surgery earlier or like last year for like from golf. So I think he just retires. Hopefully,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
isn't
been
he
at it
already?
for a long time too.
He's old already, right? Isn't he like in his 40s?
He's
Yeah.
like, I think he's. Are they
42?
not? Is he not the same age as Tony Hawk? No, are they not?
Tony Hawk's like 50,
I don't remember.
50 something.
So Tiger should be like in his late 40s then, right? I want to say late 40s
Yeah.
or mid 40s, one of those.
Yeah, Tiger's another. He's an Asian hero.
Yeah, and then speaking of tragedies, 3 days ago was Dino's birthday.
Oh, that's tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny to while we're recording today, it's February 23, and I'm turned 23. I was say turning, but I turned 23.
Turned 23 already. Yeah.
So it's my Jordan / LeBron year. I just want to share that. That's all I want to say.
Oh, okay.
Next
All
year's
right.
my,
Cool.
yeah.
Switch next topic.
Well, okay, going back to Tiger Woods and being Asian, I think we have to address this just because it's hot on the news. But for some reason, a lot of elder Asians are just getting attacked. Then it's nice to see on Instagram a lot of people are like sharing it and speaking on it. You have big name YouTubers, you have sororities, fraternities, and they're all like sharing their stories, like Asian Americans. And we need to shed light on that. For some reason, there's a viral trend to attack an elder Asian who can't fight back.
Well,
That's the pussiest shit I've ever heard.
Well, it's not just elderly; it's Asians
Asian.
overall.
Let's say,
Majority of the victims though are elderly. They're here in our backyard in San Diego. A 63-year-old Filipino woman like got attacked last Friday in the trolley.
I thought she was 83.
I think that might be another case. I remember I read something about 63. Then someone in their 80s.
Was this the same?
Was it in the trolley?
Yes.
Oh fuck.
And they got just sucker punched.
I hope it's not two different cases. But that's the thing. Just the fact that we're even discussing this is stupid. Like, what's punching an Asian person gonna do?
Well, it all began because of COVID and you know what Trump said, the kung flu, and so and blaming China, and so you know that already sparks stuff. And then you know you got to remember like when 9/11 happened, a lot of Middle Eastern people had to change their last name to stay, you know, to separate themselves from those like terrorist attacks because they would just all label them as just being terrorists.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just sad, man. This just shows like those type of people who are willing to go that far to attack another person. They just need something to blame. But for what reason?
Just what I'm saying. Too.
Like they don't. The people, they're victims that they're attacking. They don't know anything about them other than just they're Asian.
I mean, solve it for why anybody else would hate or attack anybody for another skin color.
See, it's just tragic, man. We live in the. Why do we live with this in existence? Why can't people just be smarter? It's not that hard.
You're telling me, man.
I mean, I mean, if you see the election in January 6th, it is pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, as hard as like it's hard to swallow this hatred pill. But you guys know the theory of yin and yang, or yin and yang.
Yin and yang,
the symbol, the black and white
Yes.
symbol, the two
Yeah.
dots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So basically, for everything that exists in this world, there's the opposite spectrum of it. So although there's these Asians getting attacked and we see it on the news, what we probably don't see on the news is there's people out there who are actually helping Asian communities. It's the complete opposite. They're giving love to these random Asians. So for every bad crime happening to an Asian, on the opposite end of the world somewhere, there's love happening to an Asian. For every
Yeah.
Ying, there's a Yang. So people can just understand that. You will know in the back of your mind, everything will be okay. But we live in a media-driven world, so that's what you're going to see in the news. You're always going to see someone get attacked, but you're not going to see someone receiving love, which is normal. And it's just how the world works. And also on my birthday, while we spoke about my birthday, one of the moments that like I'll always cherish was my first cousin. I don't want to say his name for privacy issues, but he's a cop, and we were just catching up because I haven't seen him since like COVID. And he was just sharing stories about because you know how it's been a while since like BLM and all the police resistance. So I just talked about him how it's like working for the cops now compared to during like when things were really heated. And he said, yeah, he said things are getting a lot better. And then what's that word? Transition to us talking about the media, kind of like what we're talking about right now, where although like during BLM you see like all this police brutality, like these innocent black people getting hurt, what we don't see is that there's communities that are thanking him for his service and other cops for what like they're helping communities, but we're never gonna hear about that because it doesn't sell on the media. And that's just one of the things we like talked about. And we talked about the yin and yang theory that for everything to exist in this world, like even love, there has to be something in the opposite end of the spectrum. And I said, damn, bro, shit deep, brother. But I just wanted to share that.
I think
It's a good point.
the thing is, I think that I that kind of was sort of not pissing me off, but just being like, are you just trying to start? Was when people would compare it, like if they were black, they would be more on the media. I'm like, do you not see
Mhm.
what's happening? Or they would try to like just start something that's not
It's like
there.
basically like a rate. Yeah, the everyone's throwing out the race card
The
when
race Olympics is I would like
yeah.
they just I
I'm
don't know
like,
why.
was it worse? Was it easier? And all that type of shit.
Like who has it? It was like, dude, we're just trying to like there's like two sides. There's one who just let's get rid of all racism, and then there's the other that's just like, hey, let's try to like get only one specific type. It's like, no, we're all just trying to get rid of
Mhm,
it together. Like
No.
what
mhm.
makes it hard?
Yeah, going off what you said for F, although that exists, what's on the opposite end of the spectrum? So there's people who love all races and love like one another. So for everything to exist, there has to be two complete opposites, love and hate. And people can just swallow that, everything will be okay. I believe that.
Well, I think also, when you're encountering that, like I know I saw the what was it you guys posted or people were posting something at Icebox? Like,
Oh,
if you ever, pretty much my
yeah.
advice is if you ever encounter that, like just if you give off no reaction, that's
Mm-hmm,
probably like the best because just watch them not know what to do if you give no reactions.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess to fill in on our listeners and viewers, there was an incident recently in our backyard again in San Diego. There's this restaurant called Icebox. It's a pretty known place. They have good fries. You have self-serve boba. And recently there was a interesting incident where this dude pulls up. So keep in mind, there's no indoor dining. It's just you order at the window and then you leave. But this dude pulls up in a shirt that says, "Oh, for the YouTube watchers, we have a dog currently in Omar's camera."
Sorry,
Yes,
she.
all of our pets came out, by the way. So.
Yes, I don't know why she. Excuse me, miss. You need a. I am recording a podcast. Can you want to say something? Bitch. Oh,
Oh,
okay, she left.
oh shit! Oh
J-
damn! He said yin
Damn,
and yang.
Roops. Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
going back to what I was saying. So Icebox is a restaurant in San Diego, and this dude pulls up, and I want to say, because I don't want to assume his race, but we're gonna assume he's a Caucasian male, and he's wearing a shirt that says "fuck Biden," so he's obviously a Trump supporter, or alleged to be just based off the shirt. But he pulls up and he takes off his mask. So the waitress who's, or the worker at the time, she just politely tells him at first, "Excuse me, sir, can you please put a mask on?" And then I guess he doesn't put a mask on, and they ask him again, and he just throws a fit and just starts like just cussing them out, pretending to cough, just being very very like rude, childish, and inconsiderate. And the worker, she does the right thing by just recording him. But the only, I think, going on what Omar said earlier, that she shouldn't have reacted. I think she was trying to fight back, so she was yelling at him like "fuck you," like "get the fuck out of here." Which I understand. She's pissed. She's heated in the moment. But what if she's just recording and said nothing and just like made the guy like feel alone, feel stupid in his act.
Yeah, I think that's all they want is to be recorded and to have a reaction.
Yeah.
And so so the reason why I say that is because I saw one up on John Oliver. Have you guys seen it last week tonight? Have you guys seen it? You haven't seen that show?
Yeah,
Okay.
Well,
It's pretty much
we don't show.
it just pretty much updates you on like politics and all that kind of stuff. But there was one part where they was talking. I think it was like I forgot what episode or what segment it was, but it was just pretty much it was just a small clip of one of those guys who just started spewing a bunch of conspiracy theories during like a news press conference. But the people who were like presenting, they literally just like stood back and just let him continue to ramble. And the guy who was rambling just went he just walked no, because he got none, he got nothing that he wanted, like the reaction and the argument. So I think, and he made him. He probably had a
Wait, was that the one with there's a girl that's like trying to cut him off too?
No, this is just literally they're just like take a step back and just let him just go ramble, and then he's just like the Clintons are all these conspiracy, and then he gets to a point where he probably just realizes like, oh, they're not reacting.
Yeah, it's pretty nice
like,
fucked up, to be honest.
Yeah, I saw the John Oliver show, but I saw, I think it was either Fox News or CNN, one of the big names, where it was three people. It was a girl, a guy, and then I guess their alleged guest. And the guest was trying to say his point, but the guy in the middle keeps talking over him. So whenever he says something, he is like blah blah blah. The guy is like, "So do you think this?" And they're just like talking over each other. Then the girl, she's like, "Can you guys stop? Like, what? We're on live TV." And the guy, and then they start arguing, bickering like kids. And then the guy and the guest just keeps talking. And the guy is like, "Fuck this!" You just see him walk out and leave. Like, what the hell?
Well, obviously it's easier said than done if you're being yelled at, you know.
Yeah.
Racial stuff, but yeah, I mean, if it's just obviously just get a picture and that's it, and then walk away. It's obviously it's a lot harder than it seems, because that's emotional and you probably get angry quickly, but yeah,
That's true. I think being I learned being very effective in an argument or just trying to prove a point is, I think, when you be, oh shit, Omar just leaving. I think he pissed. Dude, he just left. For all the YouTube viewers, Omar just left. He pissed.
no, my dog well, yeah, my dogs keep wanting to leave. What were you talking about?
I lost my train of thought. You was leaving. Oh, okay. Proving a point. I learned that it's effective towards my parents. Like, I think when you're trying to prove a point, the moment you start getting, when you get emotional, then the other person you're arguing to gets emotional too.
Yeah.
So I think the person who realizes they're emotional first, and then calms down, usually gets the upper hand and usually wins the argument, no matter how stupid it is. Because when you get mad and you lose, basically being emotional is in another way losing control, because you're out, you start spewing out dumb shit you don't mean.
Yeah.
So I think, I learned, like what you said, when the guy was at Icebox was just throwing a fit. I think if the workers were just like calm and like,
It'd be like, oh,
yeah,
okay, sir.
they're like, nice.
All right.
Yeah, the guy's like, fuck y'all. And then they're like, go on.
Or maybe that's why kill him with kindness, like, okay.
Or Bill Burr said, he was like, okay.
Yeah. Hey, fair enough. All right.
Yeah, see, because how can you argue against that? Because in a way, they took your point, but it's like a backhanded counter. But like you said, see, just losing your emotions is just another way of losing control. And I know Ryan deals with it all the time since he worked customer service.
Oh yeah. So going back with the whole like customers, people just not wearing masks. So the people in the front of our store, they always tell them the first thing if they're not wearing a mask, we do require masks in the store. I remember one time though that like our AP guy offered this one dude that was not wearing a mask and just like it got to the point where it's like the guy that came in without a mask told them, I guess everyone around, he's like, the other Best Buys didn't say for you to wear a mask. And he just walked away and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, all right. Fucking stupid. And then after that, after he tried getting help in a department and no one wanted to help him because he wasn't wearing a mask, he just left. And then like I get like my other homie, like coworker told him that like when he was like on the way out, he was like, have a good day. And then the customer said, fuck off. And
Oh,
I looked at him, I looked at each other like, what the fuck? What's this problem? The hell?
No, that's funny. Like, kill him with
dude,
like,
yeah. He's like, fuck off. He's like, understandable. Have a good day.
Yeah, that's literally what happened. Yeah. Then like after the like before he left out, he grabbed like our general manager's card in the front and just like walked out with it. And I'm assuming he probably called him about like the mask shit, but like
I would always say, I hope your day goes as well as your attitude, sir.
dude.
Because if he has a shitty attitude, he's gonna have a shitty day.
I remember one time there was like a point in time there was like at least 6 groups that came into the store at the same time that weren't wearing masks. There was a point in time I wanted to grab the intercom saying like, for fuck's sakes, just have your mask on, please, inside the store for however long you're here. It helps us and helps everyone else around you. Stop being a vagina, please. Thank you.
Oh, see, they got you to react. See, that's what they would have wanted, but you didn't.
He said vagina. Get him.
Yeah. Cancel.
Yep. Eat his
I know
ass.
it's hard not to react though. To be honest, it's hard. Okay.
It would just.
That's sort of time. Remember when people are like so.
One for all reactions.
Communicating, if one person gets emotional, especially if you're bickering or arguing, the other person is gonna like. It's just how humans react, man. You feel a tendency to eat the other person's ass. They're gonna know. They will know. It's just unavoidable. They will know.
Yeah, but dude, in my area though, like literally no one knows how to wear a mask properly, and they all complain about like masks not working and shit. But then again, I see them at the register. The mask is under their nose, or it's like they're just not wearing it properly. Here. Let me give you an example. I have a mask right here. So
it's for audio listeners. He is grabbing a mask
giving
with two hands.
of how people don't know how to wear a mask properly. So
he is then putting it over.
So they would wear it like this.
Properly putting on his mask, putting it under his nose.
Oh, yeah.
They wear it
wipes
like
it up.
this.
Now he put it on his chin. Now he put it over his mouth.
COVID.
And they put it like this too.
And now he covered it over his eyes.
Oh, they put it like that to mess with you guys?
I've seen this before.
And now he's wearing it like a mustache.
I've seen it like this before. I was like, what the fuck is that?
For our blind viewers, we're sorry.
But yeah.
I just said audio. That's why I was describing it.
Okay, for our blind viewers and deaf viewers, both blind and deaf at the same time. They not only can they not hear anything, but they can't see anything. The Braille description will be
the Braille description.
The Braille description will be down below.
Morse code will also be provided in the subtitles.
God damn.
Yeah, it's very. I don't know, but I've heard though COVID's actually going down. Like, is like in like San Diego. I've heard.
Yeah, all right. I'll let Omar talk. My bad.
I was gonna. Yeah, you go ahead, dude. Because you're closer to the county and you know more about that. So.
Yes, I was told at my work that the mayor of San Diego, or not the mayor, I think the governor of California, they're finally putting a heavy push to reopen like indoor dining and get some businesses flowing. Like we made progression from purple tier, so that is a good sign. But then again, like you said, there's people like still refusing to wear masks. I think the reason I feel like that's an issue is because back in 1915 in the Spanish flu, they really enforced that if you weren't wearing a mask, you
Kansas
would go.
flu started in Kansas. It just
Oh yeah, see, they
True.
have to blame the Spanish.
yeah.
Yep.
So
Well,
they forcefully made you wear a mask.
mhm.
Like there was a law. I think they would fine you or like
Yeah, you either you actually get in trouble by law enforcement. Like you either go to jail or you get a fine. But I think nowadays, I think just because I think yeah, police just don't want to push that. If you're not wearing a mask, they'll care less. So I feel like if it's more enforced, I think maybe hope fingers crossed there might be more people who are more take wearing masks more seriously. But just from my experience, like I even had I was speaking to a deputy, and we were talking about how I think at the time we're pushing a curfew. I think the 10 p.m. curfew. He
Mhm.
is like, "Damn, bro, who's gonna enforce that?" And he's the
He said
deputy.
that. He said that.
Yeah. So that I think that just goes to show. I think like,
that's funny though. He's like,
and
oh, I
also
don't-
also it didn't help that during COVID, since Trump was a president, remember he himself wasn't really pro mask.
No, he got COVID. Oh,
Yeah, so I think that just goes to show, like, if it starts from the top. If the top's not doing it, then why do we expect people under him to do it? Yeah.
Mhm.
So compared to the Kansas flu, I think it's not as enforced.
but there's also less. There was less people in 1915. There
Yeah,
wasn't no conspiracy theories floating around social media. There wasn't no
they're just
there was
fighting.
there wasn't no filter of like, hey, this is my specific information that helps my opinion and viewpoint, and which is why I'm correct and you're wrong. There wasn't none of that.
Yeah, just any other follow it or didn't follow it. Period. So,
And it just goes to show back to the yin yang theory. I think so. For every
Isn't it
anti-master,
yin
or
yang? Right?
yeah, yin yang, isn't it?
yin
What's
yang,
yin?
my
What's
bad,
yin
my
yang?
B,
Yin, that's
my
racist.
B. Oh, now I'm racist.
Chill.
Going back to what I was saying, yes. So for every anti-mask, on the opposite end of the spectrum, there has to be a person who is wearing a mask. Obviously, it's not a 50-50 ratio, but like if you think about it, for the sake of everything to exist, everything must exist. So there's gonna be people like that, and there's gonna be people not like that.
So mask to no mask ratio in Arizona would probably be 60-40.
It could be the case. Yeah, if there's a trustable statistics, then well, that's the case. Maybe in like somewhere in like Arkansas, it's 40-60. But I'm just throwing that out there for the sake of everything.
We're like Omar titled it. We're called Arizonas. So
Mhm.
I actually agree with 100%. We are Arizona, not no Arizona anymore. So
That's a good segue, Ryan, to what we've been doing on DeezQuibs.
yes,
Sure. Yeah. For our podcast listeners who've been with us for a long time, expect more other videos to be released.
yeah,
Podcasts.
more videos indeed. Yep.
I just I I had a lot of fun. I just kind of hope I can edit one video a month because I don't know what else I have. What's next?
No, that's good to set a goal. So one video a month is a good like starting place.
Cause obviously I graduating, so obviously after you graduate you stop sort of learning and people just completely like that's like their it's cut off. Like so I kind of want to like continue
Mhm.
learning stuff like editing or Photoshop or stuff like that.
Do you don't want to know something crazy?
What?
I think maybe it's obviously my personal case, but I think post college is actually I think I'm learning more. I think this is something I probably told you guys before, but this is something cool that happened to me. I think while you're in college, obviously you're learning the routine schedule in your classes, but I
Mhm.
think post college, I think that's when everything kind of like comes together. But for me personally, with my major, like everything that I've learned, I've kind of actually see it, you're applying it to the real world. Like
I
obviously,
think
I'm not applying no freaking math discrete, but problem solving and finding the most logical situation to a situation, I'm doing that like at work. And I just think, oh, so it does come full circle. Because I know when I was in college, I thought this was the stupidest shit that I've ever like gone through. Well, yeah, I guess it's pretty
Sometimes they actually tell you like you'll learn more when you get at the job when you
Mhm.
get
That's
there.
what I figured too, because like college can only teach you so much. In my honest opinion, I feel like college like prepares you for the more problem solving like part of like a job, I would say.
That's the thing too. I don't think it's just the job. I think it's just
Life in general
my
too.
yeah my how I think about like just how I'm living my life right now. It's just interesting because you know how remember in college you have deadlines, you have exams, homework, stuff to get to. So I
Mhm.
don't have deadlines anymore, so I don't have to worry about that. But when I approach a situation, I look back and I'm like, should I put a deadline here for this? Should I plan this out? Should I just leave? Should I just BS this? And it's just
But you basically like pick and choose out, I'm hearing.
yeah, it's just interesting that like that's like you said, the learning doesn't stop even if you think it does.
It's kind of browsing for a while.
Well, I mean, I meant like learning new stuff and reading, like that kind of stuff. People,
Oh,
I'm sure, shit don't read that much.
oh, for sure. I think the
That's what
people
I
who
was. I wasn't talking about applying the thing you work at
no,
to now
also
apply to your
you
life.
know, a common issue that we hear a lot is you know just post grad depression. Like
I,
people are just depressed after they graduate, and I think that only applies if they're not quote unquote goal oriented. Like if they don't know what to do, then I understand because you're just feeling lost. But if you are at least trying to search for what you want to do, then I think your mind shouldn't be on like post grad. It would be on what can I do today better than yesterday.
could also be, you're getting rejected left and right by job opportunities too.
That's the
So
thing. So you get even if
Mhm.
you're no matter how many rejections you get, you have to stay focused on the goal. If that's not the
yeah, but
job, we move on to the next one. You can't crack under pressure. The people who crack under pressure are the ones who don't succeed.
well, it depends on
That's
what your definition of success is.
your goal, achieving your goal. Your goal, as I said, goal oriented. If you don't know what your goal is, then your goal should be to figure out what what could it be. Like for me, I studied programming, but now I'm not even doing much programming. I'm doing
You saw that
I,
yawn Ryan did? That's exactly what I'm
damn right, it'd be like that, huh?
No, no.
Damn.
Continue.
He's probably thinking about that fat pussy. Right? Who he feeding the cat again?
Oh my god. Oh my.
Ryan, that shit gonna explode, dude. You should put it in the other
No,
room.
dude, there's fatter cats out there, dude. I'm serious. There's fatter cats out there.
Are you trying to compete against them? What the fuck you
No,
trying?
no, but I'm just saying. I've seen the internet fatter cats.
Wait, Ryan, so are you telling me if that cat, if you don't like bathe it for a while, becomes stinky pussy?
I mean, the thing is with
Anyways,
cats, they self-bathe themselves, so they
anyways, we've been releasing consistent stuff minus the podcast, and that's pretty good for us.
we still have plenty of videos like coming up too. I will say so.
Like, what do we have coming up?
Uh, you know, uh, stuff. A
This
lot
is
of
not a stumbling question.
Oh.
You should easily answer the question.
yeah, plenty of stuff coming out. There's one more thing. There's one thing that's coming out tomorrow, and probably something else coming out this week too, and probably next week.
What is that? Wait.
Day 3 of San Diego, going back to Arizona tomorrow, and then whenever Dino gets the Zoom / RE2.
Yeah, I like how he set himself for the 14th, and it's the 23rd.
Yeah, I told you it's gonna come out the Wednesday after Ryan's video. So next 2 Wednesdays is gonna be a video up. So be prepared.
And I remember it was like, all right, the 14th, and
I
then
think this is a good place to wrap up the podcast.
nah.
Nah, yeah, Omar, hit him with the fatality. Hit him with the fatality. Come on, man. Come on.
What? Oh, you're talking about the Mortal Kombat movie, the new one? Are you gonna watch it?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. It's interesting. Have you guys seen the trailer for Mortal Kombat movie?
I saw it.
I haven't seen it. I've seen the Call of Duty trailer.
Oh, I will. I don't know. What do you think, Omar? What do you think, Omar?
I'm gonna watch it. I mean, I haven't watched I mean, the last movie I remember from Mortal Kombat was Annihilation, but so obviously it's gonna be better.
Yeah, I feel it too. It's like I think this. I don't know. It's like who the fuck's the new guy? The way I see it is like they're kind of approaching it how like they like Capcom like did the Resident Evil movies with like the new character like coming in, but it's like where is she at in terms of like the story? Like how does she like fit in the
Oh,
storyline?
I didn't like the Resident Evil movies after the second one
Yeah,
because I
after
felt
this,
like
yeah,
the first two were like, oh, they were like based on the game. Then after that, I was like, this is becoming
it
its
became
own
unrealistic in my
own
opinion. As in like,
thing.
Does Jackie Chan play Leon Kennedy?
oh that's oh no chill nah that's racial what the
Who else? Who should play him then? They're an
Leon
actor.
Kennedy? I don't fucking
Ain't gonna be The Rock, even though he in all the
yeah.
movies.
Who's the guy that plays Spider? You think Tom Holland would make a good Leon Kennedy? I don't know.
Oh, actually, yeah, he's a good actor.
Dude, isn't Tom Holland playing Nathan Drake for the fucking Uncharted movies? I've heard about that too.
Oh shit,
Are they?
my headphones died. Let me switch off.
Oh no, his headphones died.
Continue talking.
I feel like you should get different actors besides the same usual casting.
I feel that way too.
Get some new people. I don't get it's always the same 5 people
Mm-hmm.
that you always get. So I feel like you should try to like. I get that their names just because if you see them in the title you're gonna watch them, but I'd rather get somebody who's like closely represents the character.
Yeah, who's the dude that played Spider? Not Spider, Superman. Isn't it Henry Cavill? I remember he was like the main character for the Assassin's Creed movie, wasn't he?
I didn't see the Assassin's Creed movie.
I haven't. I was wondering.
Oh, did anyone see that movie?
Did you see the movie, with Henry Cavill with Assassin's Creed or no?
Oh no, I haven't seen any Assassin's Creed movies either. Have
Show.
you guys seen WandaVision? That's
I've
good.
heard that one's pretty popping too.
Oh, dude, it's really good. So no one's seen it.
I haven't
No.
seen it. No, I
You
haven't.
don't watch the same thing. God damn it.
I just didn't I tell you guys the first Marvel movie one of the first was Endgame.
Yeah.
And
Oh my
honestly,
God.
I could tell what happened just by watching that. I could already see, okay, this is what. And then I remember hearing Ryan cry. He's like,
Dude, that scene was good though.
That was like, oh man, I still can't be watching it at like what 12 in the morning. I mean,
Wait,
that shit 3 a.m.
or was that anime movie?
That was the anime movie,
Either
right?
or. I remember hearing him go,
It was the anime movie I did.
and then Dino going, oh, he's crying. And I'm like, what? And then
I had to tell the whole theater, "Hey, guys, he's crying." Dude, remember they paused the movie and the worker had to come down. He's, who's crying? He had the flashlight.
Hey man, I wasn't the only one crying. Okay, the whole theater was fucking sad, all right.
I know, but it's just funny because you just hear quiet because people are like sad, but then you just hear like a distant. Like,
Yo,
is he
Ryan, where
alive?
did we watch Silent Voice at?
We didn't even watch it in theaters. We watched it at Joel's house.
Oh, that's right.
2017.
We were watching it in his the man cave.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good movie too.
yeah.
What other movies have I seen Ryan cry? Oh, not Parasite.
Oh.
I remember Parasite. All I remember seeing Ryan was like a huge open eye.
Oh, yeah, Ryan, were you shook with Parasite?
Yeah.
I was shook, and then I fucking screamed out loud, like, "Oh shit, that guy failed No Nut November!" Because like that one scene that happened when like the fucking family was under the table. Spoiler, I'm so sorry, but yeah, the couple was on the couch. The family was under a table, and I'm surprised the couple didn't see the family under the table.
I like the smallest details of that movie. Like,
It was
Yeah.
interesting.
The director, there was this interview on YouTube where he was talking about like all the little details they put in. Obviously, it's a spoiler. So if you haven't seen Parasite, you might as well exit the podcast.
Spoilers alert.
if you haven't, why haven't you? I think that's my question.
Yeah, why haven't you? You're probably like, why? Or unless you're racist, of course. So.
Well, to go back to what I was saying, so for people who haven't seen the movie, I think one of the cool things the director wanted to emphasize was just the effect of the weather on the rich and the poor. So remember when it rained, the rich family, well, Ryan said they're boning on the couch and the kids playing in the tent.
In the rain, he's out by himself.
Yeah, the kid's playing in the tent, and the parents are boning on the couch. And then the poor family, you saw the rain made their house flood, and they lost everything. So that's just like a little detail like that made big emphasis on the plot, and it
And I,
created more of a divide between the rich and the poor.
and I didn't even
See
know
what it's
this.
going for
Oh shit! Wait, we're spoiling, right? We're spoiling stuff.
for Parasite.
Okay, yeah, and then I guess at the end, like the song he's singing is he's pretty much singing like how long it'll take him to reach that much money to like get like to buy that house. It is pretty much an impossible amount.
Yeah,
Like
it's like
there's
in
no
the
way.
millions. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was, I was like, whoa.
Hmm.
I still remember the first time I watched. It was Dino. It was Dino. I remember the scene that Ryan just talked about. They're fingering. We're like, what the fuck, Dino? What'd you
I was
post it?
laughing. We're like, yo, wait.
That was, I don't know, dude. Seeing it in theaters and that scene came out, that was the trollest shit ever, dude. Because I obviously had a reaction to that.
What was interesting is because mostly like Korean dramas and like Korean movies, they're very like
Very suspenseful, I would say.
yeah, no, and they're like a conservative like country. So you usually don't see that type of scenes in like in a Korean work. So that was interesting that the director put something like that.
That was interesting to everybody.
Yeah. Hashtag sell me drugs.
But there was also yeah, they were pretty much they're role playing that they're poor and that meanwhile like that's their like fantasy. But for poor people it's like what the fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just a very interesting movie about like social economic division.
Would you guys as soon as things slowly start getting back to normal, would you guys go back to movie theaters or do you like
I think yeah, if
I
it,
probably would, because being in a theater, having expensive popcorn in your hand and like finishing it before the movie even starts, it's like it's different, man.
yeah, I just
this
like going to movie theater. It's just the environment is just perfect for you to be immersed in like the world
Yeah,
directly.
yeah.
yeah, that's why I think movie theaters are gonna you
I
know
think some are open now,
yeah.
aren't they? They're just like apart.
Yeah, the
Places
one
are-
in my mall, the one next to my work, the movie theater next to my work, they're open. It's just you have to do like reservation slots for like a room though, or you can even rent the whole like theater by yourself too.
No, I think movie theaters are gonna be fine as soon as we
But
all
that
go back. I think it's yeah, like the experience is just going with like
It's like
friends or
being with the crowd in general and seeing an epic ass movie, it's like that makes like one hell of a memory, I will
let me,
say.
yeah, let me tell you, there's no experience that I had than watching Endgame with you guys, even though I didn't know what was happening, but or somewhat. But it was just cool seeing like people cheer and like people like clap and I was like, oh, this is cool.
Mhm.
Usually all movies I go, they're all quiet, like they're all
Yeah.
you hear laughs. It's that, and I remember watching Sausage Party with my mom
Oh,
and my
dude,
brother.
sausage
Oh,
And
hilarious. So some more spoilers if you haven't exited out yet. But I think, dude, the sausage. I forgot who I watched it with. I think I watched it with Mark, but I just remember we were so caught off guard with the ending. Or the people I think I watched it with Mark and Alex.
I yeah, no one expected that. That shit was hilarious.
Who was the producer? It was produced by Seth Rogen, right? It was one of
Yeah,
his works.
Seth Rogen was in the movie, wasn't he?
he's the
Yeah,
wiener.
he's
Yeah,
the hot dog. Or yeah. Yeah, that was a very a well done movie too. Like everything was funny.
The movie's goated. Yep.
God damn. Yeah, I can't wait to get back to let's go to movie theaters.
what's something that you not waiting to go back to?
Hmm. I actually don't know. That's a good question.
Good question too.
Something
Yeah.
you don't miss. Oh, traffic for sure. Ever since COVID hit, obviously I'm one of the unlucky who couldn't work from home, so I'd still come in. But like my commute just shed 20 minutes, so I was able to add 40 minutes to my day, which is pretty big if you like look at it day to day, just from like driving less.
What about you, Ryan?
That's another thing I'm gonna miss too, because like I forgot how I Vista to SDSU every day, dude. That was so, oh god, that's gas, dude. And it doesn't help that like gas is going up too. Diego, near like $4 now.
In our area,
Oh my God, Jesus. Here in Arizona right now, it's like 210 at like Costco.
Damn. But can you go to the beach if you want to?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just have to drive 5 hours.
But then you got to refill at El Centro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I don't flip at El Centro. I flip at Yuma.
Wait,
Mm.
what? That's how cheap. Wait,
Yuma
Oh,
has cheaper gas than El Centro. Fun fact.
no, but that's how cheap the gas quality is that you have to fill up before you even get to California.
yeah. You
Oh
can't-
yeah, that's true.
So it may be cheap cost, but is it good? Is it long lasting for your car?
Yo, dude, go to the In-N-Out in El Centro, dude. Everything's $4 and less. Like a double is $4.
It's pretty good considering like how
Me and Omar ordered like 2 double animal styles, fries, shakes, and everything was under. We ordered a lot, and it was under like
$20.
Yeah.
15 or $17.
Pretty fucking good then. I think it's internet
Oh,
too.
hella food.
Yeah, I want to actually always want to. What was your reaction to seeing the what we did before we got to you?
Oh God. Okay. Okay. That dark road gave me PTSD, dude, because I fucking hated going through the dark road. Also, you guys left at a very late time too during the day. Cause like honestly, driving at night from SD to like AZ is like it's scarier at night. Look, like I'm not gonna cap. Cause like there's a point in time in the road where there's no more light and there's only just the moon or not barely the moon.
Yeah, you missed the part where I said, "What if you said there was a moon?" Ryan, there was no moon that night.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, guys, you guys were in that one like road that goes like that dips, right? The dips like with curves and shit too.
Yeah, take
Yeah,
driving.
that's that road. That road gives you the heebie-jeebies at night, dude.
But then in the day, it's like, oh,
It's nice. It's you see cacti or Dino said ginormous cactuses.
Dude, yeah, I'll never forget when me and Omar first saw like the first like ginormous cacti. We were like, "Oh shit!"
it was in that same road.
Yeah, like holy shit, that's a big ass cactus. Like just seeing how large they're like seeing them the size of a tree is just like that's cool. We don't because we don't see that over here in SD.
You really don't, yeah, because like it's like deserty areas. And you see like big cacti. Like Vegas, they have cactus too, but I mean they're not really big compared to like our shit here in AZ. So
Yeah, I think next time we go to Arizona, I told Omar I want to visit the because you guys have the world's largest cactus museum.
yeah, we have like a cactus area, like a very like because like it does have like the world's largest cactus in the US. Yeah,
And you get to see the world's oldest cactus, like almost 200 years old.
yeah, it's like it's
Civil War and
yeah,
survived.
yeah, it's seen everything. Just literally have seen everything. Yeah.
But you know what else has seen everything? Ryan Kiba, how'd your stand up go? Your
Oh, dude, I bombed the hell out of that. After hearing Dina and Omar's feedback, it does sound like more of a TED Talk slash story slash rant. So I didn't get it. Then again,
What would
another
you
person
do
didn't
differently
get it.
if you had the chance?
What's up, Dina?
What would you do differently if you got the chance?
I probably would have rehearsed more because, truth be told, I only rehearsed in my car because like I just felt comfortable like doing it in my car for some reason.
what do you think the reason was that you didn't rehearse as much? Was it things like work or stuff was getting in the way, or
It was like a mix of both, like school and work, and then like I don't know, cause like I would definitely say school and work because I've practiced a bit with some of my coworkers about like what I would tell them, and then like they didn't really give much of feedback. They kind of I guess they laughed, but then again I couldn't tell if I was like really doing it right or not. So that's part of the impression I kind of went off by. So
would you do it right now? Do it right now, live on the
nah,
podcast.
I'd actually make a separate video for like my whole stand up thing. I would have put like I call it Ryan Kiva's Lost Edition. There you go.
I think when you were auditioning, you should have farted before you started talking.
Well,
You
then
like,
again, when I did the audition too, I was in my Best Buy uniform, so I kind of guessed like that was what made people
Yeah,
laugh.
wait, before we start, and just rip gas right there, and then start talking. Like nothing happened.
Because that kind of like it was like you have to like have people warm up a bit too before you start going off. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I bombed it though. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
do it.
it's fine. You learn from it, and yeah, you'll get better at it.
Yeah, after your audition, what did they say? They're like,
They just said they just said okay, thank you for auditioning. That's about it.
Oh,
what would you have done? They're like, man, why don't you just fuck off?
Well, shit, I'm leaving then. Fuck you guys.
He's like, damn, it'd be like that, huh?
Yeah, I would have said that. Yeah.
Dude, you should have farted after he said thank you. He was like, okay, thank you. My bad.
I should have. I should have, to be honest. Oh man.
They were like, Omar said, yeah, at least you, it was an experience that you have now.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a story you can bring. You can tell, and
Yeah, so we're gonna see the DeezQuibs Ranky with stand up 1 hour special.
No, that should let me 1 hour. That shit's gonna be like 5 minutes.
No, that shit gotta be an hour.
Nah. Chill.
Yeah, guys. So we officially hit the 1 hour mark. So do you guys have any last minute messages you want to tell?
Please wear your mask properly. Also, good luck on midterms. You have them coming up.
Make sure you watch. I don't know, like, comment. I don't know, what do people like, comments? What do people usually say to get
Smash that
engaged?
motherfucking like button, bell notification, motherfuckers. Comment and subscribe, and more importantly, follow Dino happy birthday and Omar happy birthday too.
It's not my,
2 more months. 2 more months. 2 more months.
it's not my birthday at all.
Not yet.
You don't even know when it is.
Ooh, oh, this got awkward fast.
I know it's somewhere in April.
Oh, we gotta end it here. All right, thank
Yeah,
you
we
guys
gotta
for
end it here,
watching.
dude.
See you guys next time.